It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise, got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man with a tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Standing on the front stoop, hanging out the window, watching all the cars go by, roaring as the breezes blow. A crazy lady living in a bag, eating out of garbage pails, used to be a fag hag, such a dance to tango, skipped the life and dango, a zircon princess seemed to lost her senses. Down at the peep show, watching all the creeps, so she can tell her stories to the girls back home. She went to the city and got so diddy, she had to get a pimp, she couldn't make it on her own. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
My brother's doing bad, stole my mother's TV. Says she watches too much, it's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night. Can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight. The bill collectors, they ring my phone and scare my wife when I'm not home. Got a bum education, double-digit inflation. Can't take the train to the job, there's a strike at the station. Neon King Kong standing on my back, can't stop to turn around. Broke my sacroiliac, a mid-range migraine, cancer membrane. Sometimes I think I'm going insane, I swear I might hijack a plane. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. My son said, Daddy, I don't want to go to school, cause the teacher's a jerk, he must think I'm a fool. And all the kids smoke reefer, I think it'd be cheaper if I just got a job, learn to be a street sweeper. I dance to the beat, shuffle my feet, wear a shirt and tie, and run with the creeps. Cause it's all about money, ain't a damn thing funny. You got to have a con in this land of milk and honey. They pushed that girl in front of the train, took her to the doctor, sewed her arm on the game. Stabbed that man right in his heart, gave him a transplant for a brand new start. I can't walk through the park cause it's crazy after dark. Keep my hand on my gun cause they got me on the run. I feel like an outlaw, broke my last glass jaw. Hear them say, you want some more? Living on a seesaw. Don't push me cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. You say what? It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God is not on me.
Hello traders, welcome to episode 103 of TA with me, Mitch Ray. I realize you could be doing anything on this Wednesday, but you're spending your time with me, and always grateful for that. Alright, so Bitcoin, war indecision. It's getting boring, right? Everyone's just getting bored. Everyone's getting restless. Let's get a big move. Well, we got a big move. That was that huge impulse down from the rising wedge. And now we're waiting. Remember how long we waited here? No one had a problem waiting here because we were just floating on up, forming that bearish pattern, making proper major retraces from our 8,500 swing high. So it is uncertain if this is the major swing low. We don't know yet. But we have a decent case, at least the fact that we had the bullish divergence, we ran up, we keep trying to sell off so much, but we just keep failing. And now I understand that we're not doing the bulls any favors by not breaking this downsloping trend line. But you have to understand the context of what this means on the chart, that exhaustion stuff, right? So I think this looks a little bit better in the shortest of short term for the bulls than the bears. But nothing is certain in these trying, troubling times, in this cryptosphere that is 24/7, global, highly manipulated, and rather weird because we don't know how to technically value this this stuff. We don't have traditional methods like we do on the stock market. So, one sec, my music. Sweet. So if it was the major swing low, which we just, you know, so we're at a swing low. We have not even yet touched the 382. So if we were to break this at some point today, tomorrow, the next day, continuing just to scoot on down like this, and we keep making higher lows than this low, eventually we will pop to the upside, and we can see targets from 6,600 all the way to 6,900 in the shorter term. All right. But we also have, you know, the issue of maybe the 50 MA being used as a resistance on the way up that might stall us out. But, you know, I don't know, man. Our positive momentum, we've maintained it, sustained it, so it's actually kind of building. It tapered off here, but when we got all those rejection wicks for lower prices, it started bumping back up. So we'll see, man. It's low volume stuff. We don't have near as much confidence in this right now in the short term because the oscillators, everything's just, it's not like a very well established pattern that's been going on for weeks, showing the bearish divergence like crazy, continuously floating up. It's not doing that. We don't have that quite yet, so we're waiting. We're gonna get that, but that's swing trading. That's the whole point of swing trading. 80% of it is waiting. All right, 20% are the moves. All right, let me take a look at chat. Sorry about you know, finishing up my meal. I've just been running around ragged. I just got home. Didn't even start eating till like the show had started, so scroll up, turn this down a little bit. It's a little loud, sorry. Should be good right there. Hey, what's up? Good day, mate. Mitch, my doppelganger from around the world. Third Eye Trader, hello. John Hill. What's up, Ryler? Coffee for Crypto. Irwin Coffee. Drinking a, what would you call it? A triple blend. Honduras, Brazilian, and Sumatran. Are you kidding me, man? More weaponry on the way. Coffee weaponry. I might just have a cryptocurrency global 24/7 coffee party or something. I don't know. It would be nuts, man. Fueled by Irwin Coffee. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool marketing, right? Irwin Coffee, man. Have your logo or something where the hurricane is. What's up, MK? All right, that's it. Fat it up to here. Time to pay respects. Hello, MK. The Jesus Peoples. All right.
Wonder House believes Citron is on their TLRY short, up another 10% a day. They entered around 50. TLRY, please.
Dude, that's I don't know, like, they got obliterated. See, at least with Nvidia, when they did it, Nvidia way back, it was like a year and a half. Okay, it was January of 2017 when they targeted Nvidia, and Nvidia went from 120 down to like 95 in a matter of like 4 days or something, 5 days. And then, you know, it crapped around for a while, so they probably, I don't know, TLRY, didn't it drop like 30% because of their call? So they may have covered their position. I can't remember. You might be able to help me, HG, with the timeline of what happened. I remember they dropped or something. I don't know, or that could have been Chronos, right? So I don't know. They sounds like they're underwater, if not liquidated. All right, at this point. Hello, Coin Linked. Thanks for the $3, man. Also, we got a new 420 coin, and I think you'll like it. I think you'll love it, man. Very excited about that. It's a little bit more vanilla. You know, it's not near as complicated as some of the ones Chalen's done, but it's it gets the point across, and it's exactly kind of what I wanted. All right, so really appreciate Chalen on that. Hello, Steven Stan. Kappa Dappa, it is like a jungle. Correct. Hello, Wanna Bet. Paris. Are we having a good afternoon? When will the bear market end? No telling, man. Okay, because we're in this limbo, man. We're like in purgatory. Though we're making... Yeah, we're making lower highs consistently. But as it stands right now, we are making consecutive higher lows than our previous lows. So that's good. So it is uncertain. I'll tell you, when's the bear trend in? When we consecutively, on high volume, extremely high volume, we start seeing that market cap, the crypto market cap, start shooting back up to crazy levels. I think we're at like 187 billion now total. Like what, 57% plus market cap dominance for Bitcoin. Hadn't seen levels like that in quite some time. So when we start consistently breaking major swing highs, major swing highs, major swing highs, that is when we know we'll have it. And when we can, consistency is the key. So you can't just run up and test 7,500. You can't just come up here, test this, and fail. You have to test this, break this convincingly, hold support, run again, break above overhead resistance, back test, hold above it, break to the upside again, start showing bullish patterns. The bullish patterns need to start having good reliability. That's when you're going to start realizing and noticing when all of a sudden these bullish patterns start developing over and over and over again, and they start playing out the way you want them to, the way they should. Remember, reliability of patterns in certain trends. So we just had a rising wedge that played out perfectly, and it's very, very bearish. So what does that tell you? Currently in just some sort of bearish trend right now. This is, you know, I just cleaned it up a little bit, made this, this is just the Binance Bitcoin to US dollar tether I was messing with last night. So, you know, man, look, touch point 1 and 2 on the top side, and then 3 and 4 on the bottom side. Look what we're doing. Look, the fib channel tool we're using. We're just bouncing. We had this one little spike down, shot up on bullish divergence. We've not fallen below that heart line since. Pretty cool, right? Gives you a grander scope of vision. We're also bouncing off using that 786 as a support. Very important that we do not fall below that. I know last night we were flirting with it when I initially posted this in the Patreon chat. Okay. But what I think might be happening right now, could be wrong, but partial decline in your patterns. Partial declines like this on bullish patterns, bullish reversal patterns, a much higher chance of breaking to the upside. So I think we got our partial decline right here. Just saying. So that's it, man. That's just another way of looking at Bitcoin right now. All right. Oh, but that death cross is just staring at us. Let's hope that we can just disregard that by just blasting off very soon. Just getting ready to pump. That's what I'm hoping for. That's the way it would seem with this kind of pattern. I'm sorry, you don't break down, then break down like this. You do your chop with the impulse. That's not proper consolidation. That's improper. And of course, it can stay rational on the, we can say solvent. Sure, it can break down again, fall below the heart line, fall below the 786. Then we go to the 886, which keeps you within the parameters of that descending broadening wedge still. That's like 6,068. And then that area is starting to get where we, well, we already have bullish divergence on the daily, right? So let's take a look at the daily real quick. Yeah, we had the, well, oh, it was oh so close, man. It was so freaking close. I mean, it's like pretty much bullish divergence. Because you're pretty much making the same low. It's slightly higher, which is good. It's always good making a higher low if it's technical, right? Always better. But you're so close to this previous candle body close that stems back to August 10th that it could almost be determined and interpreted as bullish divergence on a significant time scale. Alright, so that's all I'm saying. We're using that 786 as a support now, failing to make lower lows than our previous lows, using the heart line of the fib channel tool as a support as well. So a lot of support right here, converging support. With this going on, and it's almost bullish divergence on the RSI as well. So it looks pretty good for a move to the upside, but how high we go is unknown. Like we talked about, we would just use our swing high to swing low and look between the 382 and the 618, whatever. No one cares, right? No one even cares. Sorry, I think we're delving into Bitcoin a lot, I know, but who cares? Some days you just go with it, flow with it. What's up, Andy Meyer? Hope you're having a good one. Hello, Coin Linked, Crypto Broke, Tim A. What's up, man? Rastafarian. He shows us the corn emoji. Oh my God. Blessings to all corn. There you go, Drillbit Taylor. Chick-fil-A, all in. Yep. Hello, Jesse Thompson, Lord Awesomest, One Mind Army, Vivi Wang, Ali G, Respect Puh. Hello, Veron G. Flanders Supermarket. Oh my God, dude. GVT to ETH. Unreal. Like, of course. Yeah, you feel like that. I'm sure you do, right? But, dude. You want to sell into strength because what's going to happen is when Ethereum decides to start pumping again, and it looks like it might be soon because of Bitcoin, it's going to pull back. But when it pulls back, it is uncertain if it's done, you know, completely, right? But we can look at GVT. Wait, that's the US dollar, excuse me. Because I know to ETH pair, it's insane. I think I saw it on my watch list, and it was just, yeah, dude. This thing, man. Dude, you just move your stop. One would want to move their stop loss up pretty tight and just leave it alone. And if you get stopped out, move on. Don't worry about it. Don't care about it. You're so deep in the green right now. Just move a stop up, a comfortable stop, and just move on with your day. That's all you can do. What's up, Wilfred Plopper? TLRY is 109.50. Today I learned Ray. Boom. All in. Forget Bitcoin when you have TLRY. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. I love it. Love it, man. One Man Army wants XLM. Sure, dude. I'm just getting through all this chat. We're spending a little bit more time on Bitcoin today. All right. Hello, A Sultan. Welcome. Hello, Ruby Lively. 110.79 after hours. Dude, just insane. When the rug gets pulled on it, man, it's going to be so bad, though. It's going to be so bad. What's up, Chaz Garcia? Essex Hammer wants a vet to ETH. Alright. Sub? Oh my God, who cares about sub, man? But yeah, we can look at the scrub coin, sure. It never crapped out. Okay, it was Kron. Alright. That was targeted. Yeah, no, they're just probably underwater or have been liquidated. That's it. Hello, good evening, Mark Foster. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, Gabriel. What's up, Remus? Almost through chat. Sure, Chaz, man. When Kang's Moon, Mr. Magoo, when indeed. Oh, Julia. Welcome, Julia. Long time no see. Hope you're having a good one. Hello, Wiley Murphy, Zachary Schneider, Jeremy Ragsdale. Oh my God, we have all the Jesus Beatles in the house right now. What's up, Brian Kelly, Crypto Scordo, Joel J. Sorry, I'm trying to get through all this. We're almost done. All right, we did it. Yep, AMD doing things. Black Monkey Anvils. That's why Randy's holding it up. The sword of 1,000 truths is AMD. Sword of 30 truths anyway. Popping over $30 per share and holding and continuing to run. Yeah, well, Jesse, man, got to put up on AMD. you know, do you have a long position on AMD, or are you just doing a put just cuz, right? Just be careful with that. All right. Are we wrecked, Dutch Spark? I don't believe so. I believe that there's a higher chance we would break to the upside, making proper retraces before breaking down to lower prices, okay? In the shortest of short terms, right? Anyway, so let's move on to Ethereum. Knock it out. Get it out of the way. Everyone hates Ethereum. If you hate Ethereum, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks. Oh, what do we do? What do we do, man? Well, it just so happens that we're pivoting off of the bottom trend line of our channel that's been so well respected since Cinco frickin' de Mayo. Oh, it's so surprising. So surprising to get destroyed. Oh, what else do we do? Aha! It looks as though we've hit the 1414. Wonderful. Wonderful. Look what else happened. Oh my god, another layer of bullish divergence. I do declare. Just like Ripple, man. Remember back, you know, it was this area when Ripple bounced. We'll look at Ripple in just a second, but there's your 1414, man. That's like what happens. You have converging supports with a fib extension and a downward sloping trend line. Wow, with bullish divergence on both oscillators. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? But to the extent of how high we go is unknown. And volumes, okay, it's as average as you've seen on the descent, this whole descent, right? It's pretty average. But higher than any kind of consolidation pattern. So we'll see, man. 20 MA is going to be your first level of adversity at 188. Good luck breaking that. If you even touch it, you haven't touched it since the 4th of this month. So it's been a minute. Wow. But the measured move of the bear pole bear flag was at 160. So there's no telling if we hit that or not after making a lower high and break down again. Possibility. We'll see. Okay, Ripple, I guess zoom out first. Ripple. Bear trend, man.
Is that a joint?
You probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Jesus Nichols. Thanks for everything you do.
Hey, Zachary Schneider, man. Thanks so much for the $4.20. The first person in history to ever tip with the new emoji ball or emoji leaf tea. Alright, let me get some feedback from the chat. That's how we do this, okay? Because Chalen is a perfectionist and he needs feedback from y'all. Because it's not really about me. It's not up to me if I like it. It's all about y'all. Do y'all like it? Okay. Okay, so anyway, with Ripple, that bear trend has been going on since 420. Coincidence tip right there. And this is what I'm talking about for Ethereum. Such similar situations. Look at the breakdown and then 1, 2, 3 swing lows. Right, the little exhaustion flag with the triple MACD bullish divergence. We ended up getting triple RSI bullish divergence. And then we had a huge pop to the upside. Right, so it played out perfectly. Then we formed the bearish pattern, the bearish reversal pattern, that descending triangle. Then we broke out bearishly. And the measured move of this bearish pattern from the breakout was down at 25.26 cents. We've touched it like the Jesus man, and that's as low as we've gone. Unreal. So real, but just... it's just crazy. Invet did the exact same thing. It's so magical, man. It's just perfect. Bullish divergence of both oscillators. Pop. Pop to the upside. Great, man. So we know that this is a strong support. If we fell below this, we'd be seeing 23.7 cents of the 1414 fib extension where Ethereum bounced. We can't hold that. Going on down, each cent at that point becomes a pretty strong support down here. Okay, so good for you, but nothing really to celebrate too much, right? Just because I'm not really doing anything. I think there's some sort of downsloping resistance here. You know, you're in the parameters of a downsloping channel, but you can clearly see we're respecting some sort of resistance right there. Okay, that's it, man. So until you break this, still bearish. It's super bearish. It's deep within the parameters of an overall bearish trend that's been going on technically since all-time highs, right? You've done nothing but make lower highs than your previous highs, and now lower lows than your previous lows. We had a few weeks of some bullishness. That was the largest short squeeze in the history of Bitcoin. You saw it all around the market. We signify that time period as the altcoin spring of 2018. But since then, winter has come again. Hope that helps. Great. Dude, it's getting weird. So I know what we can do now. Okay, so we had this. Now it makes sense that we can replot. Watch this. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this. Yep, there it is. Boom. So making an adjustment using that crazy pop to the upside, then breakdown, including it in our upsloping trend or channel anyway, for that matter. And now we're above the heart line. Looks like we bounced off the heart line if we plot it like this, and just in the top end of it. Currently, what did we do today? Multiple times, multiple 4 hours. 4-hour candles. We used the 1414 fib extension 107.19 as discussed as resistance. We talked about this yesterday before any of this happened. We said these are your targets, 103.72 and 107.19. But here we are. And if you can break that, then you're going to go to 112.17. Be careful. That's the 1618, the golden mean ratio. That's it, man. Awesome. Sounds like in our Discord, we have our music bot up and running. Everyone can join in and listen, but only patrons and admins can use commands in the music channel. So again, another amenity added to our Discord. If you love the conversations in this chat, this live stream chat, when this stream ends and you want to continue the conversation, head on over to our Discord. We'll post the links in the chat right now. If you want to get, in contact with me, it's a great way to do it. If you want to get in contact with anyone in this live chat, going to our Discord is the best way to do it, alright? Thanks so much. Sweet. So, on the 4-hour, yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, you had this divergence, and then it's just like, it just started building again, and that's what happens. Look how we've been overbought, technically, really, since the 17th of August, MK and HG. That is crazy. That reminds me kind of like what Bitcoin was doing during the Great FOMO, man. Just wouldn't fall, like on the 4-hour, wouldn't fall out of the out of overbought territory. That should let you know what's happening right now with the pot stocks. All right, incredible move to the upside, crypto gains on the stock market. But remember, this will keep on going, can keep going as long as it wants, but at some point that rug will get pulled and the breakdown will be nasty and it will last for months. This is a highly speculative market, just like crypto, but at least we all know that you can monetize it and slap a price on it and people will buy it and there will be revenue, right? That's the difference between crypto and TLRY or pot stocks in general, all right? The next one. Wow. Crazy volatility on XLM to BTC. Okay, first off, zoomed out. Clear, well-established bear trend. It's been going on since mid-July. All right. We just continued bouncing off the heart line of that channel, but we had a fractal that developed, it seemed like, just had this falling wedge, had a false breakout of the falling wedge, broke back down, double bottomed off the horizontal line support, and had a huge run to the upside from a swing high to swing low, hit the 50% retrace, which is a target for a wedge. Okay. And then after that, we got completely rejected, broke back down to that support, and we've run again, running back up, but we're clearly using that 200 MA as a resistance right now. Currently sitting at 3172 sats. Not making higher highs than its previous high. Or its previous high, its high, or any before that. So though it is pumping, it's still doing bearish things because it's below its previous highs and it's struggling tremendously to get above them. Even on high volumes, it's just failing. It's attempting a rally and it's making lower highs than its previous highs. Great, man. But, you know, I mean, you're making higher levels of positive momentum with about the same level of price. And you're showing a lot of weakness on the RSI. You made a high, the same high, lower levels of relative strength. So I don't know, man. Trend is your friend, and, you know, not easy going long in the middle of a channel, okay, with bear trends. It's not easy. So your patterns are less reliable. This was reliable. It's pretty good, I guess, this time, but most of the other ones crap out, and then you just break down to lower prices. So we'll see what happens with everything else, okay, in this market. That's super crazy. Whew. Huh. Yeah, man, let's go to V-Chain to Ethereum for Essex Hammer. Come on, England. Wonderful looking little bull trend going on. Just continues upsloping. Easy enough little pattern we've got going, I'm sure. Oh, it's perfect. You could probably have it like this. We broke out on the 30th of August, and since then we just continued upsloping. But it seems like we are respecting some sort of upsloping resistance here. Using the 20 and the 50 as pivot points, getting back up, and now we are hitting the exact same high. There's your highest wick right there. So currently just struggling a little bit. Seems like you might in fact be making some bearish divergence, but if we continue, and this is your first positive histogram wick of this you know, move up, so it could continue building and you could just completely disregard any kind of bearish divergence. Remember, if you're in a bull trend, bearish stuff isn't quite as reliable as bullish stuff, right? So pattern wise, I don't really see any kind of pattern, right? I mean, look, if you had something like a wedge, maybe we had a wedge and we had a false breakout of the wedge. Okay, if you see what I'm talking about, I'm just going to plot it over the fib channel tool. You see it? What I'm talking about. This was like a rising wedge you false broke out of. Now you're back inside of it, and you don't have much room left, do you? You don't have any room left, really. So fib extension wise, I don't know, man. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, I guess we could plot it for the future in case we break to the upside more. You just could do some swing high to swing low. Okay, so currently you have not, from that wick, you have not even hit, you hit the 786 and you're struggling tremendously. That's where the resistance is, it seems. 786, twice you failed. You got the 886, then the 100% to retrace, and then you've got the fib extensions up here just in case it continues just busting on up, being kangs, right? 8104 zegs or whatever it is, it's not sats. 8238 is the 1414, and then you know the 1618 is 8431. Those are your targets if you can somehow get above this wick up here. All right, so just preemptively setting them just in case, right? Looking hot, looking real hot. And so something you could do though, since you did, it was well respected and you fell below it, maybe since we had the false breakout, we would just make an adjustment now, and that could definitely help us in the future in case we broke down again and back tested here. So just make an adjustment. Possibly a huge rising wedge, but it's a bullish trend right now, it seems. So we could make a measurement. If we broke out bullishly, we could just measure this and have a measure move up here. Probably put you to 3618 or something. All right, so cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. There you go, Essex Hammer. Hope that helps. Let me know if it did. And thanks so much for the 179 people tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. Thanks so much. That's it, man. That's it! No, we did not use the wick. We used this wick. Why? Because our tool checked our math and let us know this is what it was, not this stupid. This was the, I think, I'm almost certain this was the Twitter hack. Or something. Yeah, that was the Twitter hack, man. So, oh, we're going to Coinbase! And then, no, you're not. So, you know, within the parameters, it seems, of our little trend that extends back really to February, bear trend. Disregarding all the crap, great FOMO stuff, normalizing some. Use our fib extensions here to see where we're at. What are we using as support? Seems like maybe the wig made sense on the fibs, though. Right around there, looks like we pivoted off of that right there, so... Okay, fib set us free here. And yeah, we're sitting at 9.65 cents. Okay, we're below the 1272, no matter if we use the other wick or the crazy wick, right? Still below. So the next target, most likely, is going to be the 1414, which is at 8 cents, 8.01 cents. Okay, so you're just in a downtrend right now. I mean, just a little bear channel after a huge impulse, a couple impulses down. Okay, so trying to maintain with a double bottom here, but no telling how long that's going to last. All right. Clearly, yeah, you're making bullish divergence. Good for you. But you're super, super bearish. Also showing bullish divergence on the RSI. I don't know why I changed it to red. It's green. Sorry. When I think of sub, I think of red. Just cuz. Right? It's pretty crappy. Very, very crappy, actually. So look where we're holding. Somehow we're trying to find support here at this November 2017 and October of 2017 lows. My God, man. Very, very close to all-time lows on sub. It's one wick that puts us at 7.1 cents. Alright, man. Now, you can say low risk all you want, but the trend is overwhelmingly bearish. And the only kind of pop you're going to get is probably based on Bitcoin's price action, okay? Nothing to do with sub. Ice Cream Man? Ice Cream Man's in the neighborhood. Should we get Ice Cream Man? Do an IRL stream? Alright, so that's it, man. We got our fib extensions. We understand we're below the 1272. Not good, but holding critical horizontal line support. That's why we have not fallen to the 1414 yet. Alright, okay. Are we cool? Let me know, man. I'm going to engage with chat. I've been going hard for like 40 minutes now, or 30 minutes straight of just going nuts. Okay. Haven't engaged with chat much at all today, so don't get mad at me, alright? And thanks again for the 185 people tuned in. Again, if you hate Ethereum, getting wrecked, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks. Maddie wants BNB, the US dollar tether. Sure. Ooh, my bad. Sorry. I moved my mic around. It's a little bit lower to my desk. So if that was loud, I do apologize about that, okay? What's up, Sleepy Cat? Bud Nuggleson, hello. Hello, Johnny Crypto Knight says he loves it. We're just looking. I'm looking at the feedback from the tip emoji balls. That's how behind on chat I am. So it'll, you know, I gotta catch up. All right. People love it. Excellent. Looks proper cool, says Ollie G. Get the tips bouncing on my head. Don't know how that would work. I'm sure we could figure something out, but it would probably be very difficult, and I don't know, man. It'd be tough, but it could probably be possible. So, Spock. Conda, hello. Anthony Rosano, what's up, dude? Ian Kendrick. Oh my gosh, it's Arthur freaking Beeswax. Hello. Hello, Gurney. He's saying Dash seems to be recovering a little. Yeah, I guess, man. Dank memes about to take us to the moon. Definitely magic, man. I'm seeing the other ones. The other moons, man. Alright. Or the other memes. All right. What's up, Crypto Chef? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're working hard, man. Well, Julia, well, hopefully when you come in here, your day gets a little bit better, alright? Thanks, Casey Jones. Appreciate that. Tony K coming in from Ohio. You ready to take on TCU without your head ball coach? Tony? Unless you're some sort of weird, you know, Ohio school. Are you like the Warhawks or the Rockets or what was the other one? The Bobcats, right? Mac Attack. What's up, Super RK12? Dr. Sauce, good afternoon. Almost through chat. We're almost done. What's up, LP, man? Good to see you. Need a Tua coin, Tom Mullins? All in, dude. All freaking in. Gonna go parabolic on Tua coin. Hello, Relts. Why so sigh about Dash? Because it's been pathetic performer for the year 2018. Who cares about a little pump, you know? And from what I've read, that they're running out of money at a tremendous rate and are having trouble recovering. So sounds like it's probably happening in a lot of different areas that we just haven't heard about because there's very little transparency in this market. You think those project developers are going to be announcing they're running out of money? No, they're not going to do that because they don't have to, because they're not obligated by the SEC, because it's crypto. What's up, Felipe? Hello, Skyward. Alright. Okay. 88 to BTC. Okay, ADA. Well-established downtrend. It's been going on since May 3rd. No, excuse me. It was since like April. Late April. And then from there, you know, a downtrend within a downtrend, you can clearly see the angle of descent picked up. It got steeper, right? So you can have downtrends, bear trends within trends, other trends, trendception. And then what I thought we might have had, just like whatever, it's fine. I mean, you can plot it to see, but it was completely, we thought maybe 1 and 2 and 3 on the bottom end. None of that held, just completely tanked. Finally starting to retrace a little bit. Who cares? You retraced here and here and here. So there's no indication to believe that, you know, we're going to be Kangs anytime soon. Okay, we fell below the 2618 just completely. Like we bounced off of it for a moment before, you know, used it as a support and then broke it. Broke it on high levels of volume. So I'm just, and I already said, I don't know why we would not hit 926. We almost hit it. You know, we were still, I think, above the 2618 still when I said that. So it just doesn't make sense why you would somehow hold here. You might just, again, it's going to take a little time, I guess. That's it. So give me a little bit more time, and we're going to hit 926 on ADA. It just wouldn't. There's no support here, man. No support. So if you can't hold that 926, there's your 3618 fib extension at 897. Then after that is the 4236 fib extension, which rarely gets touched, and that's at 787 sats. All right, so you keep making lower lows, you keep building negative momentum. Good God. Now, you know, from this low to this low, yeah, you had a very slight level of bullish divergence. RSI wise, no bullish divergence at all. The lowest low you made put you at the lowest levels of strength you've seen. At 16 at one point. We had not seen lows like that since August 14th. Alright, so completely terrible, just within the parameters of a bear trend within a bear trend. Awful, disgusting chart. Very, very bearish. Don't dash on your dreams. Oh my God. Dash was going to be kings, man. Remember that one time when it was at like $1,100? Way back in January. Not too long ago. Alright, anyway. That's it. Whoever requested it. Scrubby coin. Okay, man. Your rising wedge. Your rising wedge broke out bearishly with the bearish divergence on both oscillators. You hit the measured freaking move. Oh, it feels so good!
That moon boy tipped $25. Bouncy, bouncy. Can't hold us down.
I guess not, Vet Moon Boy. I guess freaking not. You know what that is, right? Very real possibility, and it could be completely wrong because we're having, you know, we're at critical areas of resistance. 3 white soldiers looks pretty good, but it's not a certainty. So thank you so much, Vet Moon Boy, for the $25 freaking. Love you, man. Thank you, dude. So with your BNB going from a rising wedge. And, you know, there's no falling wedge here, but there is some sort of downsloping support here, right? And, you know, again, it'd be nice to see us break to the upside and then break down again so we could at least get a touch point. Because, like, if you do it like this, it doesn't even make sense, right? It makes no sense. There's no touch points. It's not a wedge, right? But there is some sort of support here, or excuse me, resistance here, downsloping resistance that you're respecting. So you could say that we're probably in a falling wedge of some sort on BNB after hitting the measure move of the huge rising wedge. Very small pattern. But you're showing triple MACD bullish divergence. Oh my God, you're showing it out on both oscillators. Oh my God. That's screaming break to the upside soon. But to how high we go is unknown. Okay. Wow. Gotta love what's happening on the oscillators, coinciding with a small little pattern for BNB to the USDT. And if Bitcoin breaks the upside, you know where this is going. It's going to go up too, and then it's going to play out perfectly. One low, lower low, lowest low. You keep making higher levels of relative strength every time you make lower lows, and those lower lows keep getting scrubbier and less powerful. Break the upside is a high likelihood according to the chart. That's all it's saying. We hit target here. What do you even want? If you were, you know, shorting this or whatever, you hit target. So now we're below target at $9.06. Okay, I hope that helps. Maddie, man, thanks for being here always. Okay, but overall, you got to understand that we are still in a very bearish trend right now. Hold on a sec. I don't know what this stupid song's on here. So it's extending out the bear trend that we are in currently, using that heart line as support of this bear trend. Bear trend that really started in June, early June. Since then, or really, if you want to be for real, June 21st, 22nd was the pinnacle of our February, early February bull trend. Bull trend into a bear trend currently. Had a short uptrend, but only to form a bearish pattern, only to give us bearish divergence, only setting up for lower prices in the current trend we're in. All right? Okay. Cool stuff. Elon Musk needs to make a guest appearance. Yeah, man, sure. Call him up, let him know we stream every day, and see if we can conference call him in. Is it a joint? No, we'll look at it right now. Actually, screw it. Let's go. Seth, man. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Your rising wedge pattern. You saw it, witnessed it. The measured move from the breakout was at 1.162 cents. That has not changed. Look what we did. Talk about pinpoint accurate touch like the Jesus man. There was nothing else here. The 618, we didn't even touch that. According to the way I fibbed it, it was from a swing low to swing high. Swing low to swing high. We're very close, but it was the measure move that was respected. Love the Jesus man. Dude, wow. 1, 2, 3. Maybe not. We'd have to get a close here, and it'd have to be pretty convincing. And the volume kind of sucks, too. So, again, I think we're still in this downtrend, despite any kind of pop to the upside. You can clearly see it. It's just touch point 1 and 2 on the bottom, and then 3 and 4 on the top, and now 5 on the top. Just ran up, touched that like Jesus man, and so there you go, man. Until you break this downtrend, you're bearish. You have to be. That's just the way it works. When you break this, you then have to start breaking previous candle body high closes with some good volume. And then when you break them, you have to back test and stay above them, use them as supports when they were once at resistance, right? Hey, the Natrix, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. What if I told you that you misspelled the word matrix? That moon boy.
That moon boy tipped $25. A moon boy can dream.
Alright, well, we can dream of V-Chain doing things.
V-Chain doing things.
On the moon, alright. It's on the screen. We're just going to leave it up. The party moon. Let's freaking go. Remember, if you're enjoying the memes, the dreams, the moon, hit that like button, that bell, that's up. Thanks so much. All of you. 170 if you still tuned in, still tolerating me, okay? I know sometimes it's hard. That's what she said. Alright, man. This is it. I'll set an alert. We can break this trend. We'll hear a beep. But if not, we are screwed. Yeah, you just gotta be, the thing to take from this, despite any kind of pop to the upside, you gotta love that, but you gotta really love how we respected the TA so much. I mean, like, how do you do it without the measure principle? You can't. You'd have missed the boat having it fibbed. Very happy. Well, we got like 1 minute left until the local on the 8th, so I'm gonna kill a little time with chat. Alright. Hey, Craig, we actually already looked at XLM early in the show, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. What's up, Mark D? Just reading chat. Okay, I got like 30 seconds, okay, until we move back to Bitcoin. Thanks, Chrisiden. I appreciate that. My showmanship, I would say, could be very obnoxious. Okay, so either like it or you hate it. Okay. So, OFUX, thanks for tuning in. So, John Miller. Yeah, I mean, I can do quantum US dollar, sure, man. It's on the list, anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your local on the 8s. Let's go to Bitcoin. Too much respect. Too well regarded as a downsloping resistance, alright? Too powerful. Clearly failing. You're gonna fail when your volume is so trash. There is no volume. It's all bots right now. Making lower highs than our previous highs, but you got 2 hours left on this candle. And 2 hours, guess what that means? 2 hours left on the daily candle. Getting pretty froggy. Let's go, man, and make higher highs. So about Earth, y'all. Inverse streaming. Is that what happened? Thanks for showing your support, Steven Stan. Alright. Hey, Craig Hale, we actually did XLM. I've seen that you've asked and requested it like 7 times. But I looked at it like literally like the first one I think I looked at. The first coin analysis I did, besides TL Ray, whatever. So Igor. So about RF Dusty. On a short time scale, then it's very insignificant. So Marvin D. Good screen effect? What do you mean, RF Dusty? What does that mean? The real fake Elon! Oh my god.
Is that a joint?
The real fake Elon Musk took $25. While the imposters have been smoking weed and trolling your stream, I have been busy pumping my stock to avoid a margin call. Yesterday I had a scrub fund that is 60 weed at Tesla tore the factory so they could write off some fake stuff about us.
Ooh, sounds like Enron. It's the Enron playbook, right? Well, the real fake Elon Musk, remember, that doesn't last too long, right? It may last a few more years, but, yeah, man. The chickens will come home to roost. Bobby Boucher, Elon Musk, is that a joint? Thanks so much for the $25 contribution. Thank you, dude. Legitimate. Almost through chat. I mean, I'm pretty much done with chat. Nico, who wants ONT, I mean, I can put on the list, sure. BET. Alright, man, that's it. Descending broadening wedge. Maintaining your positive momentum, making higher levels of relative strength while making higher lows. Currently sitting at 45, so neutral, but not out of the woods at all. Okay, so the volume's so low they could easily just crap out once again. The market could interpret this as a 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times rejection, and we could very well break down again because of all the times we rejected it. Or within a 2-hour period, could very well break to the upside, break above. I think it's always better when you're in a pattern that is an exhaustion pattern for the bears, when you're trying to be bullish. It's always better when you're maintaining prices in the upper part of the pattern than the bottom. Okay. Like, here was a different situation on this rising wedge, but so many wedges I've seen where you will break to the upside, you'll break down like this, then you'll do the partial rise and you'll hold on, you'll continue just rising like this, and then you'll break out. I mean, I think XLM to the US dollar did that on its wedge. But we'll see, man. And also, I think this was a partial decline, but again, with no volume, it's a little foggy. All right, a little foggy. Maybe I should change my conditions to, I don't know, maybe just like light rain again. I think light rain's better. Okay. Let's go to, well, let's go to the other chart real quick so you can see the people that weren't able to get in on the beginning of the show. It's kind of just like what I've got going on. Our downtrend is very real in the shorter term, okay, because we have touch point 1 and 2 and then 3 and 4 on the bottom. You can clearly see what's happening within the parameters of this fib channel tool. We're bouncing off the heart line, though we did break below it momentarily. Huge break to the upside on the bullish divergence on the 4 hour, okay, and so you're just continuing to use it as support. Also, you're using the 786 as a support, so both are being regarded and respected here. This is why it seems like there's a good chance we could break to the upside, just because that's a lot of support right there, man. Okay, and even if you broke that, the 886 is at 6,068, you'd still be fine. All right, and that's a horizontal line support too, right there, confluent with the 886. All right, so and then we can look at the daily, and you can clearly see that we are making almost making bullish divergence. It's close enough to where you could say it is bullish divergence when you have almost the identical candle body low close here and here. You made a low on price, you're making significantly lower levels of negative momentum when you're pretty much at the same price, right? So that's always a bullish sign. But it's not to say that we could break to the upside and we go back to neutral, start making a few positive histogram wicks, and then we break down again. And while we're breaking down, making lower lows with the same lows, we make one more negative histogram wick island that's smaller than this one, that we could end up getting daily triple MACD bullish divergence or so. Okay, something to think about. That's your daily. Very significant time scale. Great. Sorry, just wading through some of the chat. Looks like there's a lot of bet talk. A lot of bet talk.
Bitch ain't doing things.
Okay, so anyway, let's move on. Just wanted to get to multiple time scales on Bitcoin, different charts, give you a different glimpse of perception of how this market might be interpreting Bitcoin on the chart. Okay, midterm bear trend. Where do we pivot? Pivoted off of the 1414 fib extension on this chart. Did not quite hit that measure move of the bear pull, bear flag combination, but we were pretty freaking close. Only like, I think, $8 off. But zooming in, you know, you saw that bottom trend line that was down sloping that extended back to March 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Look, we did. Touched both of these supports, one down sloping, one horizontal, confluent, strong support, pivoting, breaking to the upside with a triple MACD bullish divergence and the just standard RSI bullish divergence. But the volumes, it's okay. It's not that great. And you're not really doing anything. You're not making higher highs. Nothing. You're not doing anything, okay? Probably just have something like this so you can kind of see what's happening and where that resistance is going to be at the top end, which is right at that 20 MA. Go figure. Not going to be easy to break it, especially with no volume. Okay. Great. No one wants this. It has just been beaten down. We have not seen prices this low truly since July of 2017. I tweeted about it last night, okay? Sim triangle, broke out, hit the measure move. What more do you want? Just a more zoomed out view of Ethereum. This is it. Bearish trend since all-time highs. Lower lows, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows. Over and over and over consecutively. That is what a trend is. Consecutive price movement with the lower highs, lower lows, or the higher highs, higher lows. Consecutive. This is very, very consecutive, very consistent of a bear trend. You can see scoped out. All right. Thanks, Loot Patient. I really appreciate that. Thanks, man. All right, I'm about to move on to Ripple now. Okay. Same type of stuff, right? Since all-time highs. Much more crazy, insane, exaggerated FOMO on this one than Ethereum, believe it or not. So impossible to plot it all. Can't get it all. But anyway, yeah, since the altcoin spring crapped out on 420, bear trend. But you all know this if you're a regular viewer. And multiple things have happened kind of in the, I don't know, the last 3 weeks to a month. Huge breakdown, exhaustion, looking just like Ethereum looks right now. Remember back here, triple MACD, bullish divergence, triple RSI, bullish divergence, break to the upside, then formed a descending triangle. When we broke to the upside, we did not get any higher than a 50% retrace from a swing high to swing low. We know this. So then formed that bearish reversal pattern, broke down out of the bearish reversal pattern, as expected, as it should be, and hit the measure move. The red horizontal line you see on the screen, that is the measure move of this pattern. You gotta freaking love it. Just like VET, perfect TA respect. Well, VET is currently still in a downtrend. Nerd Ninja, as just discussed and looked at. But, it's been beaten down pretty hard. Right? But it's hard to say, man. But it's still within the parameters of that downsloping trend, just like Ripple, just like Ethereum, just like Bitcoin. They're all within their respected patterns right now, patterns or channels. Okay, there has not been a breakout on most of these after their huge breakdowns. Most of them broke out of bearish patterns. So really the play was going short in a bearish trend at the top of the bearish pattern that had been developing for multiple weeks. That was the play. The play now is waiting. 80% waiting, 20% trading. What's my Twitter, Steven Stan? Here's my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Tweeter. And if you think that, but you're probably new here, so you probably think that there was bad news that made the market tank the other day, when in fact all the news followed behind the TA. All that news came out after the TA was respected. Okay, I mean, you were warned that we were going to break down, and we broke down the next day. Okay, Igor, I don't know, man. I can put BCH on the list. Okay. Anyway, so that's your Ripple. Who cares, right? Who cares? Screw TA, right? Gonna move on. Looking at Quantum. Another scrub coin. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say it. deal with. Not sure what's going to work here. I have to just mess around. I don't think that works. I don't think doing that will work at all. I think that's kind of what's going on. I mean, we could probably regard this chop back here or whatever. Look, I'm not even using any of that. I didn't regard any of that. I did touch point 1 and 2 and 3 on the bottom, almost 4, and then just 1 on the top. But then just magically, if you look out, you can clearly see how crazy this is respected right there. Okay, so. But we're using from April. Yeah, April lows and highs. That is our current little trend we're in, right? And, you know, I don't think there's much of a wedge at all. No way, man. Like, people could argue and try to say there's a wedge. How can you even plot from here to here? It doesn't even make sense. Nothing makes sense here. Okay, so let's. I think we have a downtrend within a downtrend, right? And I think we broke out of it, maybe. Oh, maybe I get it. Maybe I understand what's going on. Okay, let's extend this out. Let's see. Okay. So we touch point. Let me make this white too, so it's clear. And I'll just zoom this out and extend it out for you. Ah, there we have it, man. There we have it.
Seth tipped $25. Seth's daily FA. Cute and sneaky because it's actually doing some cool things under the radar without good marketing. It's no vet, but I wouldn't call it a scrub coin other than the fact that its chart looks hideous.
Yeah, and that's, you know, well, I'm going to call it a scrub. I'm not going to call it a scrub for other reasons, for the most part. Hey, Bruce Law, thanks for the sub on YouTube. The G's-Man said, man, thanks so much for the $25 friggin' dollars. Excuse me, can I ask a question?
Is that a joint?
I don't know, man. It might be. Thanks so much, dude. Friggin' love you, man. Seriously, dude. Very grateful for you. Every day, man. So I think we're just in a downtrend within a downtrend. Looks just more like this. Okay. Disregard everything else, even though we get good touch points behind us. I think this is just what's happening, and then we can, fib extension wise, I don't know if it's even going to work, really. We might be way out there. I feel like we're in the deep end of fib extensions, man. Alright. Okay. Right around the 1618 fib extension. And here we go, man. Just below it now. Good God. You just can't catch a break on these alts. It's just dumping, and it just keeps on dumping, man. I think you had some sort of bear pull bear flag, and you broke out of it. In the shortest of short term, anyway. Actually, I mean, yeah, flag or whatever, triangle, whatever you want to call it, man. Alright, you can just do something like this. Okay, touch point 1, and then 2 that's technically lower. And, wow, it's almost like a ascending triangle you broke out of. Let's just call it a flag. Leave it alone. Alright, so that's it. Huge impulse down, consolidated like most of the other alts, and then broke out bearishly again, making the lowest lows we've seen of the entire correction. This stems back to all-time highs. Currently on this quantum to the US dollar chart on Binance, and there might be more data somewhere else, but you're pretty much making the lowest low you've ever seen in the history of this chart. Okay, that's that stupid fat finger wick that you shouldn't even count. I think we're making the lowest lows we've made since we passed that 1414, right? So, yeah, this thing is just getting destroyed in outer space right now, below the 1618. Sorry, whoever asked about it, right? Ready? Oh no, still we don't have a. Hey, look, we're 2 likes away from 100. Okay, if you want this channel to grow, all 152 of y'all, if you want it to grow, if you want this reach to get larger, hit that like button. That's how you do it. The more likes we get when this video goes static, the more SEO weight we have. Therefore, the more people see it, and the more subs we might get. That's how we grow. It's up to you. I do all I can do. All I can do is go live multiple times a day, and just try to provide free coin analysis, stock analysis to everyone. What's up, Christopher Campbell? Hello, Mr. Syed Khan. Hey, Phil. Thanks so much for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus Man. Welcome, dude. What's up, quality control, man? Callum, Biot. I've covered a lot of stuff today. All right. Been going pretty hard. Okay, that's your quantum. Hope that was good enough for you. If not, well, oh well. Check out the next one. Dang it. Hey, my music stopped. Nice. Sorry, I'm trying to get the right chart up here, okay? I guess I could do that. You're right. You're right.
Seth tipped $25. Everything you can do, Mitch. You could title your videos, fill in every crypto ticker, charts say moon is imminent.
That I could, man. That I could. Now I did implement a few more, right? But it just gets you don't have that much room. I know there's tags and stuff you can add too when the video goes static, and that's just another step of stuff I have to do. And I don't think you can copy paste it. It's like you have to hit a keyword, then hit enter. Keyword, enter. You can't copy pasta. So that's not fun, right? So, dude, thanks so much for $25, man. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Saved my butt today, man. Thank you. Alright, so, nasty bear trend for ONT to the USD. Stems back to Cinco de Mayo. Just like the others. We had ourselves an ascending triangle, but we formed, what is this? Yes, what is that? A partial rise. What happens on partial rises? You run to the upside, you break down. When you run up again, you fail. 75% chance of breaking out bearishly at that point. Partial rise. Just like you have partial declines on the other side. So it worked out. It played out. It definitely played out. Measure move, I don't know if we hit the measure move. It's a pretty wide triangle. We tried this on a setup on the bullish side. Just didn't work out. $9. Wow, that's a large pattern. $9. Hey, Hannah Dorlin, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. Jesus girl, lady. So we have not hit that measure move yet, which would put you at $1.39.9. Okay, just for now, for scope of vision. I think you just have this, and I don't know, and you can honestly, let's try the other side too. Doesn't make any sense right there, plotting it from the top to the bottom. Now you get a lot on the top side, but nothing on the one on the bottom, and you don't really respect the heart line very much at all here. So we might just have to deal with the bottom side. Touch point 1 and 2. Looks like a descending broadening wedge at this point. Honestly, you have two diverging downsloping trend lines. Interesting. All right, man. Let's see if we can hit target at $1.39.9. All right, we'll see. Making bullish divergence right now. Who cares? Bullish divergence on both oscillators. So I get kind of OCD about these trend lines. There we go. Okay, bullish divergence on both oscillators. Let's look at our fibs. How far have we retraced from a swing low to swing high? Below the 618. So that 786 is literally touching the measure move. I don't know why we would not come down and touch it. Okay, we're trying to break to the upside. We're using the 618 now as resistance. Could very well crap out and break down to lower prices. And if that's the case, then look for that, again, the $1.39.9 or the $1.43.3 down here. Okay. But remember, the trend you're in is bearish. Super freaking bearish. Whoever asked about ONT, let me know if that helped. Probably not. Just getting through some chat, reading, keeping it balanced now. Okay. I think we've covered a lot. I mean, like, I don't know anymore how many we've done. It's a lot. XRP is not moving. Well, it did. It did move. Oh yeah, definitely did move. Hemp coins in hot water. Uh-oh. Good thing we changed the emoji ball from hemp coin to what you currently see in the jar right now, where it morphs from Tesla to the universal symbol for cannabis, which is the plant itself. What's up, Love of Flutter? He says your content you provide is better than any of these other chimps provide ever. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Love of Flutter. I really appreciate that. Andy wants Nano. Sure, I can put it on the list, alright? Okay. Next one. Next thing on the list. Oh, color me surprised. A downtrend? What? You're gonna be like, it's the same stuff. Your analysis is the same, man. Yeah, it's my fault. It's my fault that these all suck. Okay, extremely bearish conditions, not using everything here, only using, just because I have a tool that extends out infinitely, don't get mad. Extends to here, okay? Touch point 1 and 2 and 3 on the bottom, touch point 1 and 2 and 3 on the top. Beautiful. But what's going on, what's happening right now, Bitcoin Cash had a false breakout. We adjusted our touch points and we fallen below the heart line. And we're going to get some fib extensions. But from a swing high to swing low, we ran up and went as high as the 786 on a crazy wick. Never even touched, and without that stupid wick, never even touched the 50% before breaking down. Remember, in a bear trend, when you make major swing lows, where do you commonly retrace? Between the 382 and the 618. We did it! We did it! Fibonacci TA has been respected. That's where we topped out for real. Big breakdown since then, because you're in a bear trend. Makes sense. But cool story, bro. No one cares about those fibs anymore. Now we're gonna do swing low to swing high to get fib extensions. What are we doing? We're using the 1272 currently as a pivot point, as a support for now. About all this little crappy wedge, whatever. We're out of it. We're using it as resistance now, back testing it. Measure move of that pattern on a bearish breakout. $42, not good. $42 right down here. That's the measure move of the small little crappy wedge pattern. Yeah, using it to our advantage because it broke out bearishly and is back testing. Therefore, we could break down, fall below the 1272, hit that 1414, or the measure move of the little pattern. That's it. It's that simple. That is your Bitcoin Cash. Extremely bearish conditions. Been bearish all of 2018. Oh my God. Terrible. Just terrible. Okay, man. That's it. What more do you even want? Been live now for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Again, if you're enjoying this live stream, these coin requests, stock requests, hit that like button, that bell. That's up. Thanks so much, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and make an assumption that we maybe hit 100 likes. So throwing up the fireworks just in case. Okay, Nano is requested. Oh my God, man, I'm blaming you, Ray. I blame you that the entire crypto market looks the same. I blame your analysis. Okay. So, extremely bearish conditions. Go figure. Scrubby Scrubbington coin on the charts. Since then, had a nice break to the upside, went almost the entire way from the exact bottom, pivoted off of the 1414 fib extension, as well as the bottom trend line of the fib channel tool that we're using. From there, huge break to the upside, great run. Had our parameters set for when we broke out, what would happen. We broke out of it finally, back tested it. Not only back tested the little channel we were in, also back tested the 75% trend line of the fib channel tool. And then, see ya. Broke on down.
Okay, man. This lack of tipping is giving me anxiety. Can we take a look at those longs? Just hit ETH and perhaps snap stock. Thanks, man.
Hey, HG, thanks for 318, man. Really appreciate that. I wouldn't worry about it, man. It's all good. Believe me, when I started doing this 6 months ago, same thing. It doesn't. You don't do it for that. You do it to help people to do the analysis, because I truly love charting. I truly love looking at charts and doing this. So, US dollar longs. Be snap. Okay. Thanks again, dude. So, with Nano just in a downtrend now, and look what you're doing. This is why you plot your channels as soon as you can, as soon as it makes sense, because we're currently using that upper trend line as a resistance point. We're below the 50, below the 20, below the 200 MA right now. Well, actually, we just got back above that 20 MA, but probably not for long. You are clearly respecting the crap out of this upper trend line of the channel. But look where we're pivoting. Crazy where the pivot is, right? That down-sloping channel that's extended back for months, many months. That's where we pivoted. The heart line, the 50% trend line of the fib channel tool is the pivot point for now. On very scrubby volumes, so meh, whatever. But you did in fact have oh so much bullish divergence, quadruple MACD bullish divergence. Okay, every time you made a low, a lower low, the lowest low, lower levels of negative momentum every time. But your problem is you're making lower highs currently than your previous highs, and you got no volume, so you still scrub. And you really know you're a super scrub based on the overall trend of Nano. That's how you know you're a super scrub. Sure, you can have uptrends and scrub trends, but ultimately you're probably just going to go back to being a scrub because that's what you are, because your overall trend is terrible. Can't argue with me on that. Go ahead. Okay. The only people that are going to argue are the ones that accidentally have their screen flipped over. Okay. Hey Caesar, thanks for this up on YouTube. Jesus man, welcome. I don't think anyone's ever requested the Ethereum longs chart, HG, so. Dang it, man.
Just had to see that gif lol. I finished watching the entire interview with Elon/Joe Rogan. I gotta say, Elon is a pretty chill dude. Hit those likes for our dedicated Viking mon.
Is that a joint?
Marijuana's bad.
Oh, it feels so good!
Thanks, Skyward Man. The $4.20, the Jesus Man. Thanks so much, dude. Freaking love you, Skyward Man. You have all-time highs. That's for real. Oh, does that mean a long squeeze, man? Is a long squeeze gonna happen? What's gonna make the most sense here? Because I feel like any way we plot this, we've broken out. Unless maybe we use all of this. Just give me a second, okay? I've got to just mess around here. I'm trying to think right here, like, right, so like touch point 1 and maybe 2 and 3 here. But see, it's just not really respected. And now you get the support looks pretty good. I'm trying to how to include as much chop as I possibly can. Let me do something real quick and try it from the bottom side. See how that works, right? That very well could be it right there. Okay, and we don't use that back there. So we just use touch point 1 and 2 on the bottom and 3 and 4 and 5 on the top. And it looks like it was pretty well respected. Not too much here. A lot of good support here though. Support here. So what does that mean? If that's the case, then we're approaching very critical areas of resistance up here. Okay, very critical. And you could do in the short term. See, every angle is a breakout, right? Try it from the bottom? I don't think it matters, man. No matter what way you look at it, you have broken out of any shorter term stuff, man. There's no other way to plot this. To where you're gonna have a non-breakout, okay, so. Okay, man. This is just kind of what happens when you, on these charts, they get really nuts, man. Like this. You kind of know that, so. This is the best I can do. with the most touch points in the shortest of short terms. All right, so 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. No real pattern, right? We'll use fib extensions though to see where it could take us, where targets would be, since we are at all-time highs, right? Swing high to swing low. Okay, okay. We're right at that 1272, regarding it and respecting it as resistance. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Sweet. Try to make this perfect. Okay, so that's it, man. And then if you break this, then you're going to the 1414, which is 36,000. No, sorry, 365,021. And if you break that, then you're getting really weird. I don't know how we'll break this upsloping channel, because you know, overall, since we bottomed, right? Since we bottomed up here, we've been making higher lows. So we understand that there is an uptrend that's been going on in Ethereum on this chart for a while, for, you know, since March. This long chart has been bullish, but you understand that we just broke all-time highs, and that's another way of knowing that we're bullish right here. Okay, so I'm just saying. Another way you could probably do this, I think that might make more sense, less touch points, but keeps you within the parameters. Okay, you're using all the chop, so you ran up the impulse up, and everything within the impulse up is regarded inside of this new channel, this ascent. So touch point 1 and 2, and then 3 on this side here. And so that could help us see that there's more resistance up here. Okay, so I'm gonna look at it like that. Thanks. Awesome. Okay, man. I hope that helps. I think it was HG, man. Maybe. Thanks, dude. Good God. Been going hard, y'all. Been another focused day, September 12th, on a Wednesday. All right. Yeah, I played Star Fox, Mr. Khan. Yeah, I played the crap out of Star Fox 64. Are you kidding me, man? Come on. What kind of question is that? Just means that people are taking long positions, HG, that's it. And more people are taking long positions than short positions. Because shorting at the levels Ethereum's at is just... There's just nebulous to almost no reward. You don't even know what the reward's going to be. It's so bad. It's like you've been beaten down. You went from $1,420 at the beginning of the year to now $180. There's just no more risk anymore to go long. Like, you go long here, it's pretty low risk compared to any other time of the year. Even though that's catching a falling knife, but people will layer in because they don't care. Because some people have so much money that they could just keep layering in because they think this is a low risk area. But again, there's no traditional way to gauge the value of this. Okay. Just getting through some chat. Oh, that's interesting. On September 23rd at 2:30 or 3:30 Eastern, CNBC will have a VeChain Doing Things documentary with Sonny Liu being interviewed and followed around by Ted Danson.
VeChain Doing Things
on CNBC. So power to achieve. Is this a bull run? Yeah, man, bull run. Super duper, man. Oh, 100%. Matrix, of course, yeah. And people will layer in small percentages, right? And again, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are going long here because, again, you went from 1420 to 180. And so this chart is literally interpreting to us that people are taking positions, a long position on Ethereum. That's all. I'm not saying that we won't go to 90. I'm just saying that's what this chart's saying. I interpret it, articulate it to you, the audience. Okay. Let's go to Snapchat. Scrub chat, alright? It was all about the naked pics. Now it's all about pain, despair, and all-time lows. Okay. We could probably just throw this all inside of one fib channel tool. Too easy, man. Too freaking easy. Inception price to our lower high. And there you have it. Touching the heart line of the downsloping channel. Wow. Fib extensions, let's get them. Because we're probably at the 1272 or lower. Yes. Approaching that 1414 fib extension at $8.81. If you can't hold that, can't hold the heart line of the downsloping fib channel tool, could be coming on down to $8. Okay, so I think we're also in just a downtrend within a downtrend. Touch point 1 and 2 on the top, and then 1 on the bottom. Huge gap up into a disgusting breakdown, and then another gap down. Wow. This thing. So anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the analysis. Extremely bearish trend since inception. You have a shorter term bear trend that all started in February. And we're using our Fibonacci fib extensions to give us targets. We're below the 1272, approaching the 1414. That's it. There is no divergence on the 4 hour on the RSI, and there's no, there might be a little bit. Could switch over to the daily too. We'll do that. Yeah, you're showing some bullish divergence now. All right, on the 4 hour, let's go to the daily. What's going on there? I don't know, man. You just keep on maintaining negative momentum. Making a little bit of a bullish divergence on the close today. Just a very minor amount. You're extremely oversold. Sitting currently at 21. Recently, and this breakdown. We're matching all-time lows on relative strength. The last time we saw relative strength so low was back in July of 2017. Just can't get rid of this negative momentum. Every time you break down, you make lower lows. Jeez, man. You have ever so slight bullish divergence. I mean, it is like the scrubbiest, weakest, have to, you know, put on a microscope to see it, but it's there because this was a low. We gap down, lower lows, lower levels of negative momentum. It's there. It's definitely there on both oscillators, despite anything you believe. Okay, gap down. This gap will probably fill. It's no volume. Very high chance this gap will fill up, but when it fills, it might just break down to lower prices. So, bearish trend within a bearish trend, near the 1414 fib extension. Snapchat, get wrecked. All right. YHG, Kappa. Excellent, Gustavo. Glad to hear it, man. Happy to hear it. Congratulations. It's working out for you. I don't know why you would look for a long entry on an extremely bearish trend. This is a bearish chart. This chart is bearish. It's lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. You see this down sloping fib channel tool? You don't want to be going long in those positions. You want to be going long when you see up sloping fib channel tools, up sloping trends. That's what you're looking for. These are great short. You're looking for short entries here, and then you're looking for long entries on the upswings or on the uptrends. Okay, that's just the mentality one needs to have or wants to have. Because when you're trying to find long positions in bearish trends, sure, you might get lucky once in a while, but you're going to be unsuccessful doing it a bunch of times. playing the numbers game. You will be unsuccessful trying to go long in bear trends. And our fib channel tools, our parallel channels, give us the scope of vision to understand what kind of trend we are currently in. We're in 2 different types of downtrends right now. All right? Okay. But I don't think anyone cares. So. Though the stock market's in a bull trend, Snapchat is not at all. Geez, been live for 1 hour and 48 minutes now. You can just live stream with the like button, the bell, sub, of course, whatever. $20 analysis done today. 20. Excellent. Well, there you go, man. Thanks, Gustavo, man. Well, I'm happy you found me, man. I'm happy that I've got your support, okay? Means a lot. Just 20? What? 20 billion? Dow Jones. Major stock market index. Okay, man. Beautiful. Ran up, respected. The 100% trend line of the fib channel tool broke down, respected, like the Jesus man. The 75% trend line of the fib channel tool pivoted off. Also, the 20 MA also pivoted off of horizontal line support that stemmed back to February of this year. Since then, we've began to run again, somewhat, kind of a wash day. But don't think that this trend is over. Very high probability we could run up and test that 886 to continue the highest highs we've seen since the correction turned around. The correction that all started with the largest spike of volatility in the history of the stock market back in January, late January. Started our 100-day correction. That is a textbook length of average corrections on the stock market. Okay. So this thing continues to run. Awesome, man. Very cool. Nice target was hit. Sweet. There you go. There's your Dow Jones. Who cares, right? No one cares. Okay. Iridium Communications. At the rising wedge. Measure move from the breakout. Hit target. Yep. That was the target. That was the measure move. That was as high as we went. That was it, man. And so look what we've done. Multiple times we pivoted off of the 75% trend line of the fib channel tool. This trend we've been in for a very long time. Truly since 2014. So back in the top section of the channel. And again, pivoting support. Okay, sweet, man. Gotta love that, but gotta love it. We reveled. Now we're done reveling. Alright. Time to see what we can do with this new amount of chop above our pattern. So we can make sense of it. I'm sure we could. Okay. Touch my 1 and 2 on the top side. Touch my 1 and 2 on the bottom side. And an uptrend. Good for us. after a huge impulse up. But remember, huge impulse up, and then you just keep on floating like this. People are not getting the opportunity after this run to accumulate any of this. So eventually, what happens when you can accumulate, and then you start touching historical upper resistance levels, upper trend lines of huge channels, right? They go way back. Not going to be easy to break that. Very, very possible we could be facing a top soon. All right. Can't remember if this was all-time highs or not. It was. It is. Okay. Very much so. All-time highs. That's it, man. Getting very weird up here. Very, very weird indeed. But yeah, man. One might look. It's just extremely bullish conditions. How far we fall is unknown, just because how bullish this thing has become. How it is. It's overall very bullish. Okay, so. Well, that helps, man. That's what's happening. Very close to the top. Very close to the ceiling. Don't get your hand cut off like in Willy Wonka, right? Thing is, like, we had all this bearish divergence, and it played out. I mean, it truly did play out, where we got the breakdown, but we're just pivoting. We're not like breaking down further. Okay, you had that triple MACD bearish divergence on the MACD. Excuse me, I don't know why I said that. Triple MACD bearish divergence, period, not on MACD. See, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, broke down. Hello, Scarlett. Thanks for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus person or woman. Thanks so much. Nice.
Unamused face, confused face, cool face, romantic face, sneering face, nerd face, kissing face, playful face, worried face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, confused face, angry face, red apple, watermelon, pineapple, hot pepper, corn, tomato, eggplant, cheese, strawberry, grapes, watermelon, pineapple, roasted sweet potato, meat, hamburger, burrito, hot dog, bread, tomato.
Amen. Thanks, TTS Spam, for the $10 contribution. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. Okay. Oh wow, it's yeah, 5 minutes till, so we got a few more minutes till the local on the 8s, till we check back in on Bitcoin. All right, I think it might be a good idea to take a look at Litecoin at this point. No one requested it. Then some days people are all in on Litecoin. I need my Litecoin. Give me Litecoin, man. Okay. Bearish conditions. Bear trend. Rising wedge. Broke out of the rising wedge on no volume. Formed another rising wedge like a scrub. We knew we were screwed with the bearish divergence of both the oscillators. Destroyed. Then we just had this, you know, what I thought maybe was just this downward sloping channel at that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 on the top. And we fell below it. Hit the measured move of the rising wedge like the Jesus man. And then closed and reversed, and now we're breaking the upside, but we're not doing anything spectacular, making lower highs than our previous highs, lower highs than previous highs. Okay, so nothing great going on here, nothing at all. Maybe we just can make an adjustment at this point of our little channel. That makes sense, because if you make the adjustment there, then like that heart line is respected more. Huh, okay. That makes... It's coming together. It's coming together for Litecoin. Okay. And it was funny. When it pivoted and broke the upside, it was making bearish convergence in the short term from this low to this low, higher levels of negative momentum, from this low to this low, lower levels of relative strength. Wow, man. Very irrational, very crazy. Litecoin. But nevertheless, TA was respected again last night at 48.80. That was the target. We got it. What do you even want anymore? What do you want?
Strawberry, tomato, eggplant, slice of pizza, banana box, fish cake, serve ice cream, shaved ice, custard, cookie, donut, cookie, chestnut, hot dog, taco, fried shrimp, meat, roasted sweet potato, hot pepper, eggplant, peach, cheese, red apple, grapes, watermelon, pineapple, green apple.
Oh, green apple. Oh, yeah. Hey, hungry yet? Thanks for the $10 contribution. Bad jizz, man.
Is that a joint?
Probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal,
Just
right?
saying.
Totally legal.
Going to lose service at 35,000 feet. Wishing that was the price of BTC. Have a good day / night, brother.
Hey, Crypto Tech, thanks for the $4.20. The Jesus man. The choo-choo train. Jesus man. Conductor Jesus man. Thank you so much, dude. Really do appreciate that. And have a good one, man, alright? Be safe. Y'all incredible. Thank you so much. So just wanted to look at that. I know it's kind of crazy here with everything that's going on, but if you follow us every day, if you know what's happening, if you've been in this show, in this channel for a while, you know everything that's working right here. Okay. So that's it. Try to change that to a different color or something, I guess, maybe. Guess that'll look a little easier, a little lighter on the eyes, whatever. Take a look at Activision Blizzard. Another spectacular day. Ran above the 886. Wow. Holy crap, man. That is spectacular. Huge spike in positive momentum on the 4 hour. The largest spike of positive momentum in the history of Activision Blizzard. Oh my god, history was made.
You think the conflict in India will cause World War III?
What happened? Kills for a living. Thanks for the $3.33 repeating, of course. And then Tron Connect. Could you say that again, man? Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. World War III. Sounds like a Travis Tritt song. Okay. Very close to that 75% trend line of the channel. After such an impulse like this, you're going to be exhausted hitting this. Not going to be easy to break. Might break it for a moment, but then probably going to taper, pull back, back test areas, and then maybe run again if you wanted to. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we had a lot of selling at the end of the day at those previous highs from July, mid-July. What? Steven, I don't think we're looking at Bitcoin right now, but I'll show you something that's happening right now. Maybe, just maybe, on Bitcoin. Because it is time for, I think, your local on the 8s. Or lates. Let's go, man. Gotta love Blizzard, the Jesus man. The best video game company on the planet, yes. You heard it here first. Been saying it for years. But keep on buying into EA's crap. Keep on doing it, man. Well, well, well. What's going on here, man? What's happening? What's happening? Seems as that well-respected area is now being put to the test on the outside. RSI picked up 5 points. Currently sitting at 50 on the dot. Volume sucks. And it's not even like you broke out. Look, you failed to break out, then opened. You opened, and now you're outside of it. I wouldn't get too euphoric about this. Not mean anything crazy at all. Okay? That is not the way you want to break out. The way you break out is you literally have a candle, 4-hour candle, that closes outside of the trend line, and then you back test it. Not you close below it, then open outside of it. That's just not the way it really works. So I don't know. I'm still suspicious. Volume scrubby. It's not doing anything. But good for you on breaking this opening, sleepwalking outside of this pattern for now. And again, there's 56 minutes left, you know, so the daily closes in 56 minutes. Good for us. What happened, Buddha time? If you think it's new, then you might not have been around for a while, right? Just getting this chat. Okay. Been live for 2 hours and 4 minutes now. Well, it's over that line, Steven Stan, right? Technically, right now. Good for it. Thanks, Power to Achieve. I really do appreciate that sub on YouTube, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, alts won't be moving much. I mean, there's no volume. No one. I mean, it's just bot action for the most part. You got some that are breaking the upside, but most are just run-of-the-mill, low volume, continuing to bleed out, make lower lows than the previous lows. Okay. Sometimes you make spikes like Nano. Oh my God, I made a break to the upside in an extremely bearish trend, like a lifetime bearish trend. So, oh yeah, dude. I don't know how you could live without night mode on YouTube, dude. Like my face would be like a White Walker, Bradford, if I had day mode on for YouTube. Like I wouldn't be able to have it up on one of my monitors. Like none of my screens can be anything but night mode. They all have to be black or gray. All like my windows that are open. Sorry to hear that, Peter, man, because Bitcoin Cash has been destroyed. Hey, I'm holding it too. Okay, part of my block folio, my tip block folio.
Boom shakala kaboom.
Boom Shaw Kala Kaboom. I don't think they did it right. TTS experimentation. What is this? The Manhattan Project? The Kappa Project? Muck ass. Thanks, Steven Caruso. Really appreciate the support, man. Thank you, dude. I'm a vampire. I'm a day walker. Thank you. There's a difference. Okay, so that's this chart, and then we can look at another chart to give us a better scope of vision. Just more vision, maybe, just to see what's happening. Okay, just messed with this yesterday, and you can see just zoomed out in the midterm from your 8,500 highs to our most previous swing highs of just 7,400. Touch point 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 on the bottom. You're clearly using that heart line of the fib channel tool as a support And you're also using the 786 from the swing low to swing high as a support. So this is why I feel confident with that this would very well be that partial decline that we were looking for, that we wanted, the higher low than our previous low. We're holding on and starting to build more positive momentum, which is good. Again, our RSI keeps building back to neutral levels. Okay, so on this chart, on the Binance US dollar tether chart, we have not broken out at all. We have not. So be careful, and don't always just look at one chart, because you might be wrong. You can only work with 150 by 150. Yeah, alright, Shaylin. It's all good, man. No, I didn't look at DXY. Sorry, I looked at like everything else, though. Set up an alert. Sweet, got an alert. Alright, Death Cross, get wrecked, but makes sense after such a nasty drop on high amounts of volume. Volume sucks here.
Is that a joint?
Hey hot red-headed man. Shall I buy good alts for holds or wait? I'm confused. Are we up or down? Cause I feel all around.
Hey Sharon, thanks for the $4.20 to Jesus Lady. Good to see you. Buying alts. I mean, all these alts did was make nice moves up, proper retraces. Most of them hit the 50% between the 382 and the 618, and then they've all broken back out bearishly of their respective bearish patterns.
86753 ion.
That's an 80s song, isn't it? TTS experimentation. Did that work? What were your findings on your extensive research? The Jesus Man, thank you so much for the $5 contribution. The Ethereum classic emoji ball that fell in the jar. Thank you, dude. So, I mean, we've looked at a lot of alts today, and I don't know. I feel like the long position was before Bitcoin tanked. And I think we found the bottom on some of them. But Bitcoin stalled out. We had a few weeks of euphoria where we were able to make long plays. But right now I don't know if it is the time to be making long plays. Now I know GVT was one we've been keeping our eye on for many months. One of the most well-established falling wedges I've seen of the entire altcoin market ever. And we broke out of that and we're continuing our upsloping march. So, and we've got Ethereum pairs that have been performing exceptionally well. As you can see, one of our that Litecoin to Ethereum trade setup we had has over doubled its measured move. And you can look at a lot of other Ethereum pairs that are doing exceptionally well too. So, very good question, Sharon, but everything we're looking at, they're all in clear, well-established, long-sustained bear trends that made their proper retraces and now have broken back out bearishly, and we're waiting for more data. Okay. So BH635, what's going on with Bitcoin? My God, man. We've analyzed it like 5 times today. So Barbara. I'm sure he does, Peter. I'm sure he does. Anyway. US dollar getting toppy, super toppy. Looks like some sort of ascending, broadening wedge pattern in the shortest of short terms. You know what I'm talking about. It's bearish, by the way. Two upsloping diverging trend lines. It is just an exhaustion pattern, just one of them. You get the rising wedges, you get these patterns. Oh my god, it's the real one, but it's the fake one. Marijuanas? Marijuanas, man.
The real fake Elon Musk tip $25. So Mitch, should I use my money to buy marijuana now or go long in crypto with the hopes of buying more marijuana later?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, it's I don't think there's any risk in buying marijuanas. Unless you're talking about pot stocks. That's a different story, and that's FOMOing, and if you held for too long, you would probably get destroyed. Just like in crypto, buying into any kind of FOMO during the Great FOMO, which is probably happening right now in pot stocks, which definitely is. You hold for 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, you're gonna get screwed so bad, you'll be in the red. So that's pot stocks. Hey, 777 Athletic Man, thanks for the sub on YouTube. That's the Burst coin contribution, $7.77. So thanks for being here, man. Cheers, dude. So the it's a good question. Real, fake, Elon Musk. Maybe one could just buy some marijuanas if you wanted to. One could if they wanted to.
So red-headed man, we are waiting on BTC. Also, is GVT ready for re-entry?
Sharon, appreciate the $3.33 for premium course. So on Bitcoin, yeah, waiting, definitely waiting. We, our move, everything that we knew was happening, gonna happen, played out. The move happened. We waited 80% of the time. Then that 20%, we took action, and it played out perfectly for us. We tanked as expected based on the charts, and now we're waiting for more data so we can make better decisions. More reliable decisions on what's going to happen. So just need more candles because we play the the slower time scales, like the 4 hour, right? The daily. So we are showing, quite possibly, one could argue, some bullish divergence on the daily. But I think maybe we have found a possible short-term bottom. And what I think will happen with this pattern is we will break to the upside and make proper retraces between the 6,600 and 6,800 area. That, I think that is a pretty decent, there's a possibility of that, for sure. But what will happen is we'll hit those common retrace areas and then break down and make lower lows than the previous lows we're at, which was like 6,100. So we can break down to 6,000, 5,800, and then we'll be showing like triple MACD bullish divergence on the weekly after that point. So yeah, waiting on Bitcoin. But yeah, we'll look at a GVT. So and here's the thing. Here's your daily. Okay, you got a bearish pattern that's pretty well mature. Your daily partial rise. Very real possibility we could be breaking out. Very real possibility. That's it, man. I think that's where we're going. We hit the top. Here, I'll show you what's happening in the shorter term, I guess. This is the trend you've been in. A bearish trend since January 2017. Yes, bearish. Now, we did have a short uptrend. But all you did was have a short uptrend. Short. Within a bear trend. That's all that happened. Okay, so don't get too euphoric. Showing exhaustion after an impulse up that lasted, really started back here in February of this year. So all of February we've been making nice gains on the way of the US dollar, but getting tired. Could possibly break out bearishly. All right. That's it. That's what's happening. Your entry was down here. We had all these areas of value. This is a Patreon thing. Okay, Patreon all knew about this. It was exclaimed, screamed about for months. We got to all these different areas. We finally broke out. What happens when you break out of patterns that are so large like this? Well, what happens? You break to the upside. Targets are up here. Swing out a swing low. Gonna sit, look, we're at the 236 now. Congratulations, we finally made a major fib resistance. We finally made it to a major area of resistance. Okay, so yeah, we could pull back. I'd like to see some bullish pattern development though with that, and then we could talk about it from there. So yeah, we broke out of this channel too. Awesome, very cool. So yeah, pulling back, getting a proper retrace, a flag would be good. Don't see it yet. Got to give more time. So you'd be looking for a bull flag situation. Get it mature, let it mature, fib it, and then we can talk once that more time goes by. So if you keep tuning in, we keep looking at GVT, eventually you're going to know about it because we are here 7 days a week for you and everyone. Okay. Alright, man, this is the most sexual looking falling wedge I've seen in all of crypto. All of it. This is from March 8th. Huge. Print it out, put it on your wall, and that's it. Well, frame it first, then put it on your wall. Thanks so much for the 170 people still tuned in. Been live for 2 hours and 18 minutes. Remember to hit that like button, that bell, that sub if you want to see this channel grow. Currently sitting at 1327 subs. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, thank you. Syed Khan says inject 12 marijuanas. Yes. One would want to, I guess, if they wanted to, right? Oh my god, Dolphin134. What's up, dude? What is sport for BTC at the moment? What is sport indeed? I don't know. Alright, Jurgen, have a good one, man. What's the measure move? Oh, we can look at that, Rowler. Good question. Probably going to put you at the proper retraces, right? Yeah, it's not a very large one. What's up, Crypto Kiwi, man? Hello, Matrix Sim. Oh, I'm sure it has everything to do with the Ethereum dump. Yeah. Talking about the Ethereum pairs. Hey, man, whatever. Thanks, that guy. Really appreciate that. All the love and support. Means everything. Okay, man. Okay. GVT running up. Target 24,329. Might take us a month or two to get there, but that's the target for the swing trader to be Kangs. And this has been discussed thoroughly over and over and over and over and over and over again. This wedge. It was bound to happen. And only the people that have been paying the most attention know that we've been talking about this like crazy for a long time. Alright. That's it. Why are we talking about GVT, Jonathan? Because somebody requested it. They tipped me and requested it, Jonathan. Would you do that if someone tipped you and said, hey, can you look at something? And I say, okay, I'll look at it. You do the same thing, right? Wouldn't you, Jonathan? And because it's performing exceptionally, finally. Beautiful fractal. All the feelings, Barbara. All the feelings. Don't let the feelings hurt you. Okay. Try to leave the feelings out of it. Good God, we've looked at like 26. We've done 26 analysis today. Good God. But anyway, yeah, I guess we can go Bitcoin and look at that measure move. Let's look at the tether one. Why not? Who cares? Okay, remember, look, if you're enjoying this live stream, if you enjoy this live chat, this engagement, this wonderful community that's been built over the course of 6 months, and you don't want to end the conversation when this stream ends, even though we go live twice a day, it does end. Come on over to our Discord, check it out. We just implemented the music bot channel, okay? So you can listen to tunes at your leisure while chatting up with everyone in this wonderful, highest of high quality community, okay? Not a very large pattern, okay? But it makes sense. Say we just, we broke out, say, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, the day goes by, 37 minutes, and we break those out. It's $426 measured move, so say we broke out very soon. There it is. As the measured move of your small pattern, okay? 67, 60. And as I've discussed with our Fibonacci, swing out a swing low. That puts us dead smack in the middle of our common retrace zone. When we find our major swing lows, after the bearish impulse, we will find a major swing low and start major retraces. And the major retrace would be between 6,600, 6,612, and 69.15. The measure move puts us at 67.64, which is confluent. It's so freaking confluent that you can't even see the fib node being there. It's right on top of it. How crazy is that? And that 50% is our most common retrace, always, right? Dow theory. Unbelievable. But some of the most believable stuff ever, because it's just so wonderful how TA is so well respected, okay? So there you go. Whoever asked about the measure move of this pattern, puts you right at the 50% retrace. Crazy, man. Thank you, Steven, man. I don't know, man. I'm just like, crypto is so polarized, man. People are just like, moon zero. It's like, dude, what's your predictions in December? What's your predictions for 2020? 10 trillion. Come on, man. We take it all out here. Take all that crazy, stupid crap that you're exposed to everywhere, probably, but here. We try to just make it a little bit more grounded, a little bit more realistic, okay? Oh, the 1 second chart, that's my favorite, dude. Thank you, Christopher S. I really appreciate that, man. That's right, that guy. That's right, bots. But hey, it's really nice when you know how to read the bots. When you know the bots are thinking, it's really nice. Okay. All right, man. So maintaining positive momentum, very neutral on the RSI, low volume, average volume, and right at that top trend line of the descending broadening wedge. So we're hoping to see that 61.22 low, the lowest low of the impulse down, of the move down from the rising wedge breakout. Hoping that was the major swing low. Hoping it was. Dirty money. If we get a bull run, what price will it go to and hold? I mean, it's just that this sounds so final. It's like, well, it's going to go to 7,400 and then that's it. It's over. The charts are going to stop and everyone wins. Kappa. Okay, man. I don't know. I've been live for, God, 2 hours and 27 freaking minutes now. Done over 26 analysis today in this show. Extremely productive. Had a decent amount of laughs, a decent amount of cries. Only you all to thank for that, okay? So what I think we're going to do is get out of here. Maybe get some dinner. And then get prepared for the night stream at 11 Eastern. Remember, head on over to our Discord if you want the conversation to continue with this wonderful, prospering community. Okay. And also, if you want to support me, check out our Patreon. Okay, there's trade setups, educational videos, private Patreon, Discord chat. Okay, so just more exclusive stuff. But it's a way of saying, hey, Ray, I want you to come back every single day, twice a day, and do free analysis for all of us to continue being a positive influence in everyone's lives. That's what we want, and that's how you support me. It's a good way to do it, because tips come and go, but the Patreon makes me whole, and my team whole. The team that supports me and what I do, and really the mission. We all have the same mission, okay? Okay. So I will be back tonight. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Looking forward to episode 104, again at 11 Eastern. So until next time, respect the TA.